fix the camera. Back just a little. Okay, I think that works. Alright, let's see hit that. Alright. Back here. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Alright, so I've got Lily's leg. I put one hand on the heel, one hand on the knee to keep it kind of straight. I go right here to the leg is perpendicular to the floor. At this point, you should feel if the leg comes to a sharp stop, that means the person is tight. If it comes to an elastic stop, that means the person is not tight. However, range of motion is different. So, Lily right here comes in pretty tight, and this is as far as her range of motion goes. So, all we're going to do is push a little bit here. Now, when we're pushing here, what we got to make sure is that this leg doesn't pop up off of the floor. So, you can ask the client if it's okay if you put your knee there and then stretch it. After stretching, tell them deep breaths in. Lily, deep breath in. Exhale. When they exhale, just give it a little push. The equivalent of about like a ½ an inch to an inch. Inhale. And then exhale. And do that 3 times. Inhale. Exhale with a little push. Okay, good. Now straighten out. If the person says that there's burning on the backside of their knee, then bend the knee and then push just from the heel. Okay? Then you're going to stretch out up higher on the, what is this thing called? Hamstring into the glute. After that, we're going to take the left hand grabs the left knee, the right hand grabs the right foot, and we're bending it. And what we're going to do is we're going to push it over. So Lily's going to feel this stretch in her glutes. And where else? So Lily says just the glutes. So same thing. Deep breath in, Lily. Good. Exhale. You give it a little push. Inhale. Exhale. A little push. The pushes are no bigger than an inch. And then push. Very good. So then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to take the leg to the outside. You're going to grab onto the Achilles or the heel. You can always ask the person, it's okay if you put your hand. Now what's going to happen, some people that are tight, their bodies will roll over. So you're going to have to actively push their thigh away from you and the stretching leg. What I do is I put my hand right on my knee, and then I use my knee to push in. So I'm not using my body. Lily, how does that feel? Tight. Better? All right. Deep breath in. Long exhale. Good. Deep breath in. Long exhale. Deep breath in. Long exhale. Okay, good. Now, with this stretch, if someone's very tight here, sometimes what you do, take the toes, point them, ask the person to point their toes to the ceiling. So you would rotate the leg. Can you rotate your leg? Well, really? Okay, so Lily's leg does not rotate that way, so don't worry about it. But some people are going to be able to rotate, and then you can push that out, and it's going to stretch more into the upper groin, or in the front of the groin, as opposed to the back of the hamstring. Right? Okay, so actually what happened here, I was pulling her away, so I should push it like that. All right, so then from here, what we're going to do, we're bending the leg, right, at a right angle, and then we take with our left hand on Lily's left side shoulder, right hand across the body. Now you got to do this slowly, otherwise you could irritate someone's sciatic nerve, and you can't press too hard on the shoulder, because if you press too hard on the shoulder, you could break your collarbone. So it's kind of like an even spread, okay? And instead of pushing down, kind of push away and down. How's that feel? Okay, so a few deep breaths in. Good. Deep breath in. And one more. Very good. And from here, what we're going to do is we're going to put the knee into the armpit, right? We're going to pull Lily's toes back. If you have a person, if you want, you can. If you feel squeamish about that, then don't do it. And then what we do from here is we straighten out her leg, and then we tell her, we hold it at a position that feels kind of normal, and then we say, try to straighten out your leg. Boom. And I'll do that 5 times. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Good. From here, you can pull down, okay, stretch the Achilles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to do from the other side real quickly. Otherwise, my wife is going to be uneven. And I ran into the room here telling her, you got to do this for me. So, she's in shock right now. Okay. Right from here, okay, this is the leg right here. I've got it up. Hand on the heel. Hands right underneath the knee. I push. Lily, take a deep breath in. And then exhale. Okay, let's do that 2 more times. Good. And then 1 more time. Very good.
That's right.
What do we do next? Do we break it to the inside? Good. Then we do this right here. We stretching the glute. She's my wife, so I'm allowed to tap her on the butt. You can't do that to anybody come Thursday. If you start tapping people on the butt, we're going to get fired. Sorry, Lily actually will be there Saturday. Thursday, she'll be doing nutrition. What's the matter, Lily? Tight? Any burning or sharp pain in the hips?
No.
Always ask the client about burning. If there's any burning, like in a move like this, if they burn, circle the hip a little bit. But what we're trying to do is trying to get Lily to bite her toenails. And if your client is really tight, if it's like this, then tell the client to take your hand on your knee and push. They can push their knee away. So this way you won't hurt them. If they get hurt, they hurt themselves. How's that feel, Lily? Okay, good. We're going to bring it out to the side. Here we go. Again, I've got my knee on her leg. I've got my other hand on her thigh, and I'm just going to lean into it. You loose on this side. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath in.
And I like to see that.
One more
We just
time.
mentioned how there's no warm-up ice today. She stepped on the ice. She went right into an acceleration.
Okay, good.
She's testing her ice. She's
Now what
testing
we're
her
going to do, again, we'll break the leg at a right angle. Right hand on I'm putting my right hand on her shoulder, left hand on the knee, and we equally push down on both sides as we push away and down on the knee. All right, if you do this too quickly, you can really hurt somebody's back. If you're really heavy on the shoulder, you can break a collarbone, so just be careful. You guys have all done this before, so I'm not really that worried. And you can bounce it too. If someone's very tight, you can do a little bit of this. How's this feel, Lily? You want me to bounce it more? Right, which way? This way or that way? So, and as you see right now, I'm asking feedback from Lily. Like, where does it want? She said push more on the leg. So, always connect with the client by asking them questions that they can't answer with a yes or a no. So you want to say, how does that feel? Where are you feeling that? How much more can I push it? So questions that begin with H's and W's. Sorry. What, when, where, how, why. Good. All right. We did to the outside. We did. So now we're doing this. So I take it here, just like this, and now Lily straightens up her legs. Ooh, if you saw the face that Lily made, you can see that she's tight here. Good. 3, 4, and 5. Good. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm taking my hand on her toes, bringing the toes down to stretch out the Achilles. And as you see, the client just lays down the whole time. How's that feel, Lily? Okay. Some people, you can sometimes the roof of your feet, they will want to be stretched. I'll show you how to do that. Now, what we're going to do next, you tell the client, bring both knees up to your chest. Great. Secret here, take your knees and have the client put the balls of their feet on your knees. You put your hands on their knees and then lean into it, and then just let that stretch. Are you feeling that on your lower back at all, Lily? Where do you feel it? You're feeling in your hips. Okay. Now I would be concerned. I would think that Lily might feel something in her underneath the patella in the meniscus, because her heels are close to her butt. So I was actually thinking of doing something, lifting her feet up higher to get into the lower back. Does that hit the lower back more? Yeah. So if I go up here to the thighs, that will get the lower back. But when she said I was down here, it was loosening up her hips. In the back of the hips or front? In the front of the hips. Interesting. Okay. Now we're going to take her right ankle and put it over her left knee, or left ankle over right knee. I can't tell. And then what we try to do, this one, again, you can pull, right, yourself. What you're going to notice, though, is that sometimes the pelvis will go over. It will start to fish hook like this. So if that's the case, have the client push it, and then it won't fish hook. If it does fish hook real badly, you take your other leg here, put one foot here, just like that. Now I'm bracing the knee so it can't fish hook. Now Lily, push. Do you feel any difference on the stretch? So this is if someone has a tight back, they might want to do it that way. Okay, now we do the same thing to the other side so Lily is not crooked. I ran in here yelling, like, we gotta do this! I kind of startled her. I'm sure you all know what it is when you're running late and you're like, start yelling. God, okay, so this side's tight. So Lily, see if you can, alright, so I'm going to use the other way to fish hook. So, other inside knee, Lily's got her leg on. My outside is right up against her leg, and now Lily push. Push harder. No? Okay, that's how tight she is. Alright. Alright, so now what we're going to do here, I got Lily by the ankles, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab her, I'm going to tell her, relax. We're going to lift her hips up. Lily, suck in your belly button. There you go. And try to get your lower back on the floor. So lift up and then back down. So she's doing a hip raise, sucking in the upper abs, bringing down the pelvis. Up again. Suck in the upper abs to the belly button to the pelvis. Very good. So this also, you can tell the client, not only am I stretching you, but the client is working their transverse abdominals when they're sucking in their abs and controlling their lower spine. Good. Now from here is a very interesting stretch. This is the healthiest way to stretch. Okay, there's no you're using the protagonist and antagonist of your own body. So what's happening right now? Lily's tight, so naturally her legs want to go that way. But what we're going to say, Lily, engage. I want you to lock out your knees. I want you to point your toes to your nose, and I want you to hold your legs right there. Oh, it's like magic. She's just there drifting in the water. Now, what she's doing is she's stretching everything on the back side by engaging the muscles on the reciprocating side in the front. So this is a very healthy way to stretch. It puts the femur deeper into the hip socket. It engages the abs. It engages the anterior tibialis. Everything here. Try to lock out the knees and then bring the feet forward. Now she's engaging more. Okay, that's as far as she can go. But that's it. But this is a very healthy one. Try to have them do that. Then we're going to drop one leg. And this one we just run with it. You tell the client you can put that leg however they like. And then this one, we just kind of take the leg and just pull it.
Talk to your doctor.
There's really no technique to this. You can tell the person, do you want me to move your leg around at all? We're just trying to get to the butt and the hamstring connection. Good. We do it with the other leg.
Those with these conditions before injection are
See me walking in, there we go, just walk through and just pull it.
Like rash, breathing problems, dizziness, neck and injection site pain, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection.
Yeah, one.
Tell your doctor.
Okay, then lastly what we're going to do is I'm going to grab Lily's arms. And I'm going to tell her we grab wrist to wrist. And we're going to just, you can relax. And we go from one side first to the other side. Ask the client to leave their head laying on the ground so they can stretch the upper throat.
I mean, I am.
that area is going to get tight when you sit at a desk all day. Good. And now what you can do is pull back at like a 45-degree angle and then try to tell them suck in their belly button and try to get all of your lower spine on the floor. Now bring your chin to your chest. Sorry. Does that stretch your spine anymore? May pull up? Okay, good. So Lee's just mentioning. There you go. If someone is, sorry, I didn't mean to yell. If someone is really tight in here, put your legs out straight. Also make sure that this is not like a Karen type client because this could be a little, you grab hands here. Actually, let's do it. I would just go wrist to wrist. What you can do is you can pull the person up and then just let them come down vertebrae by vertebrae. Lower vertebrae come up last, come down first. Okay, that increases the flexibility in the spine. Two more. 4. Good. And now one more. 5. The last thing that they may ask to do is just lay on your belly, which is stretch out your quads. So there's the quad stretch. She lays on her belly. 2 ways to stretch your quad. Now, if the person is really tight, remember, if you're bringing the heel to the butt, you are putting pressure on the meniscus. So make sure the client is not feeling this in the knee. Lee, you feel this in the knee? Okay, good. And now here, I can push her foot back and stretch the roof of her foot. And then, what's that? That's hurting your knee? Okay, so that's starting to hurt her knee. So now, if that does hurt someone's knee, you can also do it this way. Right now, I'm pulling back the toes and I'm pushing. So I'm stretching out all of the foot, the toes, Achilles, and the quad. Now, if someone's very tight in the hip flexors, what we can do from here is just lift this up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down, 5, 4, 3, 2, now 1. Okay, good. And we come on over here. Same thing. We bring the heel to the butt. So what we're going to do with the first way, stretching the roof. Lily says does that hurt your foot? Or your knee? Okay. Also, watch when you're doing this, okay? Her foot was tending to lean in like a pigeon toe way. Try to keep it as, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Was it mutual? Neutral, Lily said. Okay, so we stretch that out, and now we stretch this. Lift it up. 3, 2, 1. If you do have somebody like Lily is tight in the front of her thighs, so with her, I can do the old wheelbarrow. Okay, if the legs are out wide, it's going to be less severe. Okay, they'll get the hip flexors. If you bring the knees together, bring your knees together. Yeah, she's having a hard time getting the knees together. And then that's about it. There is a stretch you can do from behind here, but I wouldn't suggest it. If you want, you can go from here and just press down on the lower traps on a person. However, the more touching, the more chance we're going to get in, I don't know, someone's going to say something. So try to keep it to the basic stretches. I mean, she's my wife, so I guess I'm allowed to touch her. All right. Okay. Lily, what do you think? All right. Okay.
We'll definitely get a replay on that.